Looks like it's all about the snakes today. Hey guys, Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, it just seems to be all about snakes these days. I mean, last week we found out all about the new Snake Mountain, including the pre-order dates, all of the great images, and the box art. And today we found out that there's even more images coming out, showcasing so many different accessories and some of the play features for the set. We also found out about more snake-related items with another property that is very, very close to my heart. Guys, if you enjoyed this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you guys always know when new episodes are posted. Guys, without further ado, let's take a look and see what's slithering underneath the surface to find out more about what's happening in G.I. Joe and, of course, Master of the Universe. Let's have a look. Guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Chaz the Guru for helping me with this announcement. Chaz posted on his Instagram page, something has been stirring with the G.I. Joe Cobra HISS tank, and I'm super excited to see all these brand new updates from the G.I. Joe team. Head over to Chaz the Guru on Instagram. He is the master of the memes and really has some great zingers and just some really funny memes that I think everyone will enjoy. Definitely head over to Chaz the Guru on Instagram. You guys will love it. From Hasbro, Chaz the Guru reported that they sent out an email update about the HasLab Cobra HISS tank. The email from Hasbro Pulse went on to say, "Greetings, HasLab backers. As primary architect of the G.I. Joe classified Cobra HISS, I, Destro, wanted to share with you all yet another astounding achievement of our development process. In collaboration with Cobra Progress Administration and HasLab, we have commissioned a breathtaking panorama of Oliver Barrett, which will adorn the containers that house our high-speed sentries when they are finally shipped out to you. The faithful backers revel in His Majesty and know that similar patriotic displays commemorating Cobra shall decorate your hometown when we complete the takeover of the world." Signed, Destro. That was a lot of fun, guys. Oh my gosh. Destro, of course, ever the hype man for Cobra. This is so much fun. And they dropped these amazing looking images, which I can only imagine are going to be part of the box art. Guys, let's take a closer look at this. Oh my goodness, guys. Take a look at this. This is absolutely amazing. With the 788 emblazoned onto its side, we can see the multiple guns, the actual rockets which are being mounted to the sides, the front-mounted turret, and of course those wonderful treads. Scrolling over, we can see that there are a multitude of these HISS tanks being rolled out and prepared by Cobra, of course overseen by Destro. And here we see one of the HISS tank gunners, and she has that crazy looking spade which we saw earlier. Man, this is just great. The artist, whoever's responsible, bravo, my friend. This is looking amazing. Here we see a front angle of the HISS tank, and man, does it look ready for battle. It's shining the Cobra insignia, letting everybody know that Cobra is on the move, giving that sense and that mood that Cobra is all dominating and poised to attack. Here we see another of the Cobra gunners brandishing a rifle with a bayonetta. He's ready for action. The Cobra tactician also sporting that same rifle. These guys are preparing to move out, and in the background we see an almost Mount Rushmore-like visage of the Baroness, Destro, and of course Cobra Commander. This artwork is absolutely incredible, and a tip of the hat to whoever did the artwork. My friends, you guys are incredible. I know there has been criticisms of late of some of the box art that has been appearing on plastic-free packaging, but it really does look like they're resetting, and I'm really excited to see what they have in store for the next set of figures and vehicles. It's not over yet, guys, because there was something else that showed up, snake-related, this week, and of course, it's right up our alley, everybody. Hey guys, I'm just joining back in here because I really have to draw attention to this because things are really changing here in terms of the way my channel is going to be viewed, mainly due to a controversial bill that has just been passed into law up here in Canada called Bill C-11. The government basically has passed a law which states that they will soon have the power to regulate how content which is created and streamed on the internet will be viewed by Canadians and subsequently everybody else who makes content for platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, any streaming platforms that they deem needs to be regulated. Even though this law is supposed to, quote unquote, help, Canadian content media, like television shows, radio programs, and the like, it really is more, geared for the bigger platforms, like Canadian television, Canadian programs, Canadian radio. Now, on the surface, it looks like this is good for content creators, but the reality is that the wording of this particular law is very ambiguous, and content creators here in Canada are concerned that because of the way it's vaguely worded, it actually could be damaging to how people find us on the social media platforms. It really doesn't take into consideration the smaller YouTubers and content creators like myself, that they will also be affected adversely by this, and we are all trying to understand exactly what's going on with this particular law. The thing is that we're not sure how it's going to affect YouTube and Twitch and all those streaming platforms going forward, because the government will have the power going forward to be able to mandate that YouTube and other streaming platforms, Netflix, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, that they will all be regulated to a certain degree to push forward media which they deem more appropriate to help promote Canadian content. Again, the problem is that the smaller creators will be put to the back of the line. This is the biggest concern that we have, and I just wanted to bring everybody, a little bit of awareness on that. So, how can you help any of us creators? Well, basically, any of the communities that you're part of, any of the YouTubers and content creators you really appreciate and love to watch their content, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that bell notification so that you will always be alerted to the newest episodes that are posted whenever they are put up. The other thing that you can do, of course, is support by becoming a channel member here on YouTube or any other of the social platforms that you can help support your local content creator. Every little bit counts, especially with what's going on right now. Sorry, guys, I know that wasn't what you wanted to hear in the middle of this episode, but it's something that really is going to affect this channel and possibly, make it very difficult for you guys to see my content going forward. So I just wanted to put it out there. So let's go ahead and continue with the Master Universe Snake Mountain. As expected, on the Masters of the Universe front, Manuel Eduardo Corritas has been giving us tiny little peeks into the incredible work that's being done at Mattel, and today was no exception. He posted a brand new video showcasing some wonderful new close-ups of Snake Mountain and some of the crazy accessories and features that are going to be included with the playset. Guys, let's take a deep dive into this and see exactly what was posted. It goes on to say that Origins Snake Mountain learned the secrets of the stronghold of evil. Such amazing work by Cantanarama 333 and the rest of the Masters team. Pre-order Master Universe Origins Snake Mountain at Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. Guys, huge thanks to everybody who worked on this project over at the Master Universe. Photography and artwork, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all your hard work. The video is absolutely incredible, guys. Here we have Snake Mountain in its glory. What I really appreciate about this is even after the initial paint masters have been made, they continue to tweak with. At first there was way too much white, way too much ash. Then they put more, deeper purples and hues, and now we can see that there's even more. It looks like they're giving it an additional wash on top, making it stand out even more and making it look even spookier than it did before. I love it. Zooming in closer, we can really see some more detail that this black wash is adding to the overall sculpt. I do love the way the demon's face is getting more highlighted on the top, but at the same time that furrowed brow just becomes more sinister as they add additional wash details with the black shadows and those upper highlights. It's beautiful. We can really start to see all these wonderful details here on the staircase, the little faces that are embedded inside the mountain itself, almost as if it's alive. And of course, even in the small recesses below the bridge, we can see that there was once a staircase that led up from the should be a waterfall from the Filmation series. And then the secret passage just seems to be, hidden in shadow. I love that effect. This is absolutely incredible, everybody. This next shot is of the snake attacking Thunder Punch He-Man, and we can really see that articulated jaw that's going to be featured. According to the promotional video which they did, explaining the construction of the mountain, apparently this jaw is going to be articulated and be strong enough to hold figures in its jaws while being articulated. And we can see just how big that snake head is, considering the fact that the original snake head was actually quite small when you really think about it. This one is huge and really does have that menacing feature for Snake Mountain. Here we can see that the bridge is all covered in slime. Dragon Blaster Skeletor is wary of the demon's head and what it can actually do to people who are not welcome at Snake Mountain. We can even see that the shackles are made of that malleable plastic, so that it's not going to be nearly as brittle as it was in the vintage version. I remember the very first time I played with the original vintage version of the Snake Mountain, they pretty much completely snapped in half. It was absolutely heartbreaking. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the articulated jaw on the demon's head is still present, and I love that. And I still, even to this day, cannot help but see Gonzo's face in that demon's head. Man, this is so much fun. Here we can see the traditional trap door feature of Snake Mountain. Of course, this was present in the original vintage version, and it makes its return here, but it also has a wonderful trick up its sleeve. Zooming in, we can actually see that there is an embedded cage here to capture Skeletor's enemies. That cage can also be removed and replaced into the dungeon area. So much fun. Guys, this is amazing. We spoke earlier about those chains, and here we have the comic book version of Man-E-Faces being held captive just outside Snake Mountain, over by the secret entrance, which now features these crazy looking vines. We have one of the Skeleton Warriors standing guard. Of course, this is one of the secret entrances where people can sneak into Snake Mountain to wreak havoc inside of the playset itself. This is a fun little detail here. Oh my goodness, guys. As it was teased on the Influencer Day at Mattel, here is the slime pit. Comic Book Man-at-Arms is literally trapped in the acid and being pursued by both of the serpents who dwell there. This is so fun. And don't forget that according to David of adultcollector.org, we have an opportunity to try and name these two creatures in the acid pool. Definitely tweet your suggestions to Mattel on MattelCreations.com or on their social media Instagram links. Guys, don't miss out on your chance to be able to name both of these different characters. There's also a tiny little detail here which I think we should all notice. Man-E-Faces, this comic book version, his face is actually bright yellow. That's something I didn't notice before. His cheeks are also somewhat fuchsia in their appearance, and the mask that he wears over his eyes is incredibly red, almost like a stop sign. It's crazy. So many features that we've just now seen with this new version of Man-E-Faces. Finally, we do see that the Lord of Destruction sits upon his throne, watched and protected by his arachnid bodyguard. This is crazy. I love the fact that they've included the Filmation-style throne for Skeletor. This is something that was not included with the original vintage playset, and it's amazing that we finally have this wonderful little detail included with the set. Of course, this is Dragon Blaster Skeletor, and we can see that the dragon is removable from his back. Guys, this is going to be an incredible playset to collect. I can't wait until we get this into our hands. Holy crap, everybody. This is absolutely amazing. Well, guys, again, it's an interesting time for content creators here in Canada. Not to beat a dead horse, but things are changing in the YouTube landscape, and unfortunately for Canadians, this new bill C-11, which allows for a lot more oversight on content creation in general, actually. I know that the government keeps talking about how this is supposed to give content creators more visibility in terms of Canadian content, but the more and more I hear about these things, the more I realize that it's not going to be easy for any of us smaller creators, mostly YouTubers, and people who make content for Instagram and TikTok to be noticed, because in a lot of ways, content which is literally made for bigger companies like CTV, CBC, all the Canadian broadcasters here, they're going to get frontal line access, whereas many of us here in the smaller YouTubers, smaller content creators, we're once again going to be pushed back to the end of the line. I'll have some links in the description below where you can see more expanded views and more expanded information on what's been going on with Bill C-11 and how other bigger YouTubers, way bigger than myself, have been trying to fight this bill for the last couple of years. And yeah, it seems that there has been some progress made in terms of like getting the bill to be a little bit more at least transparent in terms of what it's looking to achieve. But as it is right now, after the final reading that happened in Parliament, it doesn't seem as if it's any more transparent than it was when it first began. They can describe it much better than I can and try and give everybody some more information as to like what the impact is to smaller creators, going forward. Because this to me is just something which will hurt smaller creators, not help them. And it's probably not malicious. It's probably not something that the government is looking to do. But the reality is that if you're pushing content for Canadian content creators, the definition of that is the problem, right? Because it doesn't really cover us as smaller creators, and where do we fall in this little circle of new media and the definition of that? It's very, very difficult to traverse, and really I do fear that we are going to be left behind. But what does that mean for this channel? It's more important now than ever that if you enjoy this type of content, particularly with my channel, I would implore you to please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification, because the reality is that it's very, very soon. I don't know if it's going to be a year. I don't know if it's going to be 2 years. I don't know if it's going to be a month or even tomorrow when this new implementation from the YouTube algorithm being implemented by the government to help content creators is going to be implemented, and whether or not it's really going to affect how the YouTube algorithm actually services alerts to people who are looking for my type of content. And that being the case, the only way I can guarantee that you guys are going to be alerted to new episodes that get posted every single week is if you are subscribed to the channel and if you do hit that bell notification, because those are the only ways you guys will be absolutely sure that you're going to be alerted to new news and new updates and toy hunts and the like, because really I don't know how else to get news to you. The other way to actually support the channel, if you are interested, is of course to become a channel member. Channel members always get alerted to new episodes, and of course the special episodes that I will soon be creating for channel members. That's going to be a huge thing for me. As it is right now, things are going to get very, 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 very difficult for content creators here in Canada. And if you want to support your favorite content creator, please consider becoming a channel member or helping them out on Patreon, because this is crazy. In terms of like Patreon, I really want to give back to all my supporters there, because coming very, very soon, I'm going to be restructuring how my Patreon works. I'm going to be having a few different levels in terms of like support options, and I can't really explain it right now. I'm going to do an entire video on this, but suffice it to say, I really want to give back to the community that's always helped me out, because honestly, you guys have helped me out so much, and I really feel like you deserve something from me as a thank you, and that's something that I really want to do going forward. And again, the different levels that I'm going to start creating will really help identify and really help me to give back to the supporters who have helped me the most. So guys, thank you so much for your support. It really does mean the world to me, especially now with the uncertainty of this content creation landscape changing so much. Sorry, I do apologize again for having to bring this up. It's just a scary time for all of us content creators right now, particularly us here in Canada. But of course, all content creators are having more difficult times with everything happening in the world. So, if you do value content creation, please, I implore you, support your local YouTuber and content creators by, becoming a channel member here on YouTube, supporting them through Patreon, or any other means that you think you could help support them. But the biggest thing that you can do for everybody, please subscribe to the channel. please hit that notification bell, because that will be the only guarantee that we have that you will actually get the content that you're looking for from channels like this. And all of us really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Guys, please let me know in the comment section below, what are your thoughts about the Master Universe Snake Mountain playset new pictures that have just surfaced from Manuel Eduardo Caritas, and that crazy video of all of those crazy features that he posted up on his Instagram page? And what is your reaction to the update from Hasbro about HISS tank for G.I. Joe? Honestly, I really did love that huge mural that they created. It really is a lot of fun, and it just shows that snakes are on the move. This is going to be great, everybody. Please leave those comments in the comment section below. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And of course, if you are in the position to help out the channel, please consider checking out my Patreon page. It is Mega J Retro on Patreon. Guys, the patrons of the channel help me make wonderful episodes every single week, and I could not do it without them. They are the best. And of course, in this uncertainty, any of these YouTube channels and content creation channels really need your support. So please consider supporting your local content creator in any way you can. Guys, I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. Geek proud. I want to give a huge shout out to all my Patreon and channel member supporters. Thank you so much, everybody. It's thanks to your support that this channel continues to grow, and I really could not have done this without you. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It really means a lot and really helps the channel to keep growing.